Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? I mean... Oh. You. Byakuya. Byakuya, go get her. Go talk to her. That's your girl right there, for real. That's your girl, huh? Talk to her. We're back again to play some games with everything in Danganronpa. And last time, our poor Chihiro was murdered. Brutally, might I ask. Brutally. Golly. Dang. I couldn't keep her safe. I know, Sakura, I know. So there's another victim? Which means we are now in the same position once again. Man.
What the?
What the heck is this? A murder scene. It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of even being alive. You always... What are you saying? Oh, I just realized his point bursts open when he makes that face. Shut up. Oh, I should probably investigate, huh? Okay, right off the bat, I noticed that, first of all, there's blood on here. The dumbbell? What's it called? And there's a lot of blood coming from her head. Don't tell me how to investigate. I know how to investigate. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I can see that, Byakuya. I said once already. It's big. No, there's nobody in this room that has not seen that. Okay? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Yeah, I can see it. Okay? The word bloodless is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it seem kind of familiar? Genocide Jack? A murderous fiend who kills again and again, using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack. The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all over the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
what is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack.
What?
The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well.
But you know, serial killers have a lot of pride. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What? Listen now! Toko! Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No. Why? 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 Kadunk. Okay. Someone pick her off the floor, please. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the class Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh.
So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch many horror films then. Neither do I. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. That's fine. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping. Like on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't fail on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up, tongue all out. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her emotions were totally haphazard. What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko? Are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top inning, and a bottom. A sea of truth and web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not right. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? I would too. Huh? She totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl. And the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. You're not the boss! By the way. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course!
Of course! Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because... that's how graduation works. And... it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate. What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls. You know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. You better watch your mouth. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? The information. I forgot what we did. I forgot what it's called. I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma
file, yeah.
file!
That's it. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later!
So please do your tippy-top best on this investigation.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examine the corpse of one of our friends. Haven't to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh no!
I hate it too.
Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Boy. You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body's an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or I'll be summoned to you.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya says. Kyoko?
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. That's not gonna stop a serial killer. If a serial killer gonna kill, they gonna kill, despite the rules.
Huh?
What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
So then...
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
punishment is waiting for you.
So Genocide Jack could kill again. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say understand what he's thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people... Exactly. The one more person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut up.
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Watch your back. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Toot sweet. Whatever. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. Give it to me. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. Okay. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. Got it? The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. See, I did notice a whole bunch of blood was concentrated right here. That's all it says. Girls' locker room, blunt object, 2 a.m. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Not for you. Do you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? Oh, boy, I can do it on my own. I'm going to let you. You're going to let me cooperate with me during my investigation. It's a privilege. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. Boy, pay me. You got to pay me with your money. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. Okay, can I investigate the area? I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Ew? I hate him? Can I will you allow me to investigate? Okay. There's a dumbbell on the floor and... this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. Oh, I wish I could... oh. Now I have a buddy, huh? The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could be anything else. So she was definitely killed. Maybe in this area? And then she was moved over here. But let me look at this poster. The poster got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Let me look around this room. Anything? Any other blood anywhere else? Let me look at her. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but...
What?
but we're still not sure if he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Boy, you're very suspicious when you laugh like that. What do you know? I'm not done looking at her, though. It's like... oops, not that button.
Very strange. What?
Out of my face, out of my face, out of my face. And then we already looked at the bloodlust. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Anything else in here I need to look at? Just the body, the poster, blood, dumbbell. Kyoko, what do you think? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. Excuse me. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of a lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know. Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She's locked in. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Is that all? Nothing else. TV. Okay, then we can leave. Or This the pool room? Hold on, we still have more to check here. Like what? Should I talk to Sakura? I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become a side to Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. That's true, but there's also blood on the floor. Already. Interesting. She was very light. That's true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own by choice. I mean, she wanted to, you know, work out. I forgot what she said exactly, but you know, she wanted to get stronger. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Was she? Oh, that's true. Was she really been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she probably avoided it then. Avoided it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume that she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
I mean, that's something I would do. But like, not in this situation. But like, in general, I'll probably go at like a later time to avoid people. Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She didn't want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. What about you? You got anything for me? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talking about it, right? I need to get stronger? Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Again, just look to your left. Sakura's right there. I haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro is complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mono's account. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to investigation? I mean, yes, Makoto, it would be. Come on now. Why wouldn't it be? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Let me look around. Because... Give me a second. What was the... Oh, also, let me see. What is the report card? Attentive influence. Haven't hung out with you. R.I.P. Hung out with you. But what does handiwork do? I feel like this is gonna play a part because Monokuma gave us information or added this rule while we were standing in this room earlier. Boy, leave me alone. I can investigate anything I want. You're so annoying. Maybe this gun was used too. No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. I don't know what to look at. I don't know what to look at. What do you want me to look at? This thing? Maybe. Oh, yeah. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, just take it up with Monokuma. Nobody's talking to you. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated? What the heck? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems like Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. It's impossible for two people on a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, right?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room, and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. So the murderer must be a girl, is what you're saying. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I see right through you. See right through me? Let me tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such
Can't stand
ignorance.
you. Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Yes. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. So if I take it, if I take the handbook, that's not against the rules. Oh, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He said exactly what I was thinking. Oops. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of a main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole? But in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone has to loan it. So,
Why you?
so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own.
That's fine.
Byakuya, you got your poop together? You got your poop together, Byakuya? Is it true? You got your poop together? Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I'll fill you in myself. Well, I'm about to go to my room. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. We came to the main hall. Why am I stuck with you? Why am I stuck with him? So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Hello? Mailbox? Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? Sayaka, Junko, Leon. Is that their handbooks? So you finally found them? Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance, myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the e-handbooks, and when I did, you're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Okay. Now I'm thinking about something else. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Yeah, I know. I see. Yeah. Now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up, so it must be Leon's. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled by dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled by baseballs. I remember! The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment, which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the Sorry. Seriously, why is Byakuya hanging with me for this? He knows everything, basically. He knew the loophole. He knew the envelopes. I mean, he knew the ebooks right there. Like, what do you need? Why are you showing me this stuff? You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Making me angry! Now I'm really angry!
What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
It's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow, without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think. I think this handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Can I charge it? Like, is it out of batteries? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You don't think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. I mean, what's stopping somebody from walking in here, grabbing Junko's or Sayaka's, and, you know, using it to get into the locker room, kill your hero? Because if you know about this area, maybe someone else knows about this area, you know? Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. I can't stand being with you. I want to do this by myself! Are we done here? Can we leave? Nope. Trophy case? No. What? What? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again, using a bizarre and brutal method. Like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But where does it mean little right now? I have something that will prove it. And I can show you. Then, show me.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I like to take me then! Take me there! There's somewhere I like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
I mean...
But it's an emergency! Emergency! Don't tell me it's another death. Come on, please! You gotta help me! What?
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, please! You gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean...
But it's the... Tell me what it is, please. An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Right there. Oh, why am I stuck with you? He has something. He's doing something. Hina, he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's planning. But I don't want to be part of it. But he's making me part of it, Hina. He's making me part of it. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? Hello? Can I go in? Oh wait, doorbell. No? Can I not go in? Open the door. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came to check on her, you know? See how she was doing? But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Toko! I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. You good, bro? Oh, holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
What? What's your problem? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
You're shaking real bad.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. Well, I rang a little while ago. Oh, drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? I mean... Oh. You. Byakuya. Byakuya, go get her. Go talk to her. That's your girl right there, for real. That's your girl, huh? Talk to her. Talk to her. Hey, Byakuya. You think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure. What? You're a little too, obeying. What's the word I'm looking for? You're just doing everything. You're just, what's the word I'm looking for? Not obedient, but like, you're not putting up no fight like you usually do. Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. He's up to something! Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're so annoying. Bacula! Bacula!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Okay, so she's Genocide Jack. She's Genocide Jack. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. What promise did y'all make? See, he's up to something! Oh, I can't stand you. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. We're just gonna skip over all of that? What promise was she talking about? Why is she apologizing to you? Hey, Byakuya. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one for delusions, I'm sure. But...
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let him take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. This is some BS. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even glance back, let alone say anything. Oh no, now you try to gaslight me, huh? Because she said... So when last episode, we went with her to go see Byakuya, and she was like, hey, remember when you told me I should listen to, what she say, Dominant Man or something like that? Now, and then he said, I never said that. I'm starting to think you actually said that. And now she's bringing up our promise. And so y'all definitely did have a conversation, but you're denying it. Nah. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. It's always the library with you. It's always the library. Come on, let's go in. Okay, what? Can I go in this room, please? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Finally, you've been guarding this door like a dog. Whoa, there's so many books and files. My butt hurts. And so much dust, too. Ow.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. So, what should I look at? There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you expect to leak. Oh, I wish you were staring at all of them, huh? So many files stuffed into the shelf. Onto the shelf. What's in all of these things?
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths to a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No. I mean the ones with real power. The Secret Council, controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. You got all the world leaders in there or something? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and dust, in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Anyway, what do you want to show me in here? Without thinking about it, I picked one up at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye and date to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's a report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. You read a lot, don't you? It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. But you gonna snitch on me? Probably. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. What am I here for? Huh? A desk lamp? The one he uses? Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with the lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, I finally began to understand the true splendor of this library? No! The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police reports, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that, it's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How can anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a sec, you say you've read these documents more than once? But all this is like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Good for you! Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to the variety of government-related documents, okay? Y'all have a lot of power, I get it. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. So he would definitely snitch on me if I read these stuff. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day... What does this have to do with Genocide Jack? But to become a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forward. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents materials that interest me. Which is why I proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always... Okay, here we go. Maybe this is it. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports have always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites, Genocide Jack, is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
That's what you should have done from the beginning. That's what you should have done from the beginning. Just grabbed it for me. This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two knowable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Got it? And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, so there's no copycats. Nobody can copy Genocide Jack's murders exactly like that. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials, and the killer himself, knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the question is quite simple.
So in other words...
The culprit isn't the copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Ugh.
In other words...
That right there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. The Genocide Jack really is? Such a brutal fiendish killer really is walking among us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation will ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Boy, I can read! Could you let me see it, please?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. But I didn't go beg for you, the heck? Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it, with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of the crime had been collected. There's no scissors, though. But that's besides the point, huh? The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across. Bloodless. Same handwriting, too. But no scissors. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken, Tsuhiro, Shoji, Takashi, Kano, Komasuna, Takafumi, Uchida, Takashi, Yuto. But there's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. They're all guys. Yeah, that too. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. This book is huge from this angle. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there's an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. DID. So, Togo.
So in other words...
That's why she was like, I can't let Genocide Jack get control again. Genocide Jack must live inside of her. The key point here is that the culprit may well be a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of things you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story? But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya? No, Byakuya. How do I know that you're not the one who killed Chihiro? You know about the method that Genocide Jack does? How do I know that you didn't do this? As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on. Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
See you! And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I feel like I was just one plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I did cover some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the scene of the crime, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. You know what? We did some good investigating. We did some good investigating with Byakuya's help. Forced help. But he wanted me to see that kind of... I don't know. He's doing something. He's doing something. He's doing something. So next episode, we are... I'm a pace back and forth. Next episode, we are going to finish up the investigation for ourselves without Byakuya's help. And depending on how long that takes us, we might do the class trial. Not sure. But, what do y'all think about Byakuya? Like, what is he doing? Also, Toko. I think it's obvious now that she's Genocide Jack. First of all, when she passed out, she woke up all weird. No more stutter. When we got to her door, she was saying, I can't let Genocide Jack out. Basically, she was just saying, I can't let Genocide Jack out. I can't let Genocide Jack get control. And I really think that her and Byakuya actually talked. And I feel like he actually did tell her to listen to him. Listen to it. Don't listen to... What'd she say? Listen to dominant men? Gross. First of all, they're kind of freaky for that one. But I feel like they actually did talk to each other. And he's just trying to... He's just lying. But why is he dragging me into this? Is my question, you know? Why am I being forced to help him? Why is he showing me all these documents and whatnot? You know? Okay, I think I'm done talking. I think I'm done. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.